dua for the afterlife, make dua in your own language, and pour your heart out to Allah on the day of Arafah. Choose something in these 10 days that you're going to sacrifice for the sake of Allah. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to sacrifice. Not my son. I'm going to sacrifice my smartphone. Before Isha time today, this SIM card is going in a Nokia flip phone for 10 days. Because this is the thing that takes most of my time and your time away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is going, my qurbani. What's your qurbani? Tell me, what's your qurbani going to be in these 10 days? What are you going to sacrifice other than goat? Yes? What in your life are you going to sacrifice in these 10 days? The path to becoming close to Allah and becoming from the awliya is qurbani. You have to sacrifice something. You will never reach righteousness until you spend from the things that you love. So you have to tell me, what do you love the most in this dunya? Is it money? Give £1,000 for Allah this Dhul Hijjah. Is it your time? You don't want to give your time to anyone? You're going to do i'tikaf in the masjid for 1 day. 1 day you're just going to give to Allah in the masjid. What do you love the most? You give it for the sake of Allah. This will push you to new heights in your closeness to Allah. Because how did Allah test Ibrahim alayhi salam? Tell me, Allah could have asked Ibrahim alayhi salam to take his own life. But is that the most beloved thing to Ibrahim? He can take his own life, no problem. But what is more beloved to him? The life of his son. Why? What is special about Ibrahim alayhi salam and his son? Who can tell me? Why does Ibrahim alayhi salam have a special love for his children more than any of us here today? Yes?
The angels, Jibreel asked him to be father when his wife was still very young.
How old? Roughly, do anybody know how old was Ibrahim alayhi salam when he had his first child? In his 90s. Imagine you have to wait till age 90 to have a child. How much you're going to love this child? Yes? Because Ibrahim alayhi salam waited. Imagine this situation. This happens today. A woman becomes pregnant. She waits 8.5 months to see the face of this child. And then the child dies in the womb. She has a miscarriage. How upset is this lady? It will take her years to recover from this death. Because she waited. Allah took him away. Ibrahim alayhi salam waited 100 years to see the face of this child. He sees the face of this child. The child grows up. Just before he's a man, Allah says, finish, time up. This is such a huge test. But Ibrahim alayhi salam straight away says, إِذْ قَالَ لَهُ أَسْلِمْ قَالَ أَسْلَمْتُ. Oh Allah, you order, I follow. There's no question. This is where we need to reach. Do some sacrifice in these 10 days. The thing you love the most, you waited for the most, try sacrifice for the sake of Allah. And see what you will achieve in terms of your iman.